Hi guys, welcome to another video by School of RPA. In this video, we are going to talk about use cases for RPA in finance and accounting. I am Abhinav Sabharwal and I am Principal Consultant and Trainer at School of RPA. And if you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button to get notified about our upcoming videos. Robotic process automation or RPA bots don't need coffee break. They don't get tired and they don't lose focus after 100 math problems that look like just like the 99 that came before. In other words, RPA is great for some of those pesky tasks in finance and accounting that teams don't like to do. For years, the organizations have been trying to find financial improvements through enterprise systems, reporting tools and stopgap measures that attempted to eliminate repetitive manual actions. Unfortunately, what has been discovered is while these solve many of the existing problems, they haven't solved two of the core problems that exist in finance and accounting world. The first challenge is how to get data into these systems, and the second was how to close financials at month's end. Many are now finding that the RPA provides the means for organizations to finally address and solve these problems. RPA uses AI capabilities to reduce errors and execute repetitive, high volume work. And it doesn't need to automate the entire process to be useful. Instead, it can automate certain parts of complicated process involving numerous steps, and that has been major driver of its use. The quickest wins have been more rule-based processes that are more amenable to RPA. In this context, RPA could be thought of as a digital duct tape. A good candidate for RP is a task that is bottleneck in a large process that may take hours of manual work. For example, RPA is likely to be widely adopted as a means of automating tasks in order to cache and procure to play processes. Starting with those processes which allow finance teams to focus on the quick achievable RPA wins, get feedback on what works well, and then find a more tasks that are easy to automate. As to fears that the robots are coming for finance teams' job, it's important to include those teams on RPA projects uh, to allay the fears and to find new opportunities. Project leaders can start by inviting a few people from finance team into automation lab for a few days or months to practice putting new bots in a production environment. Over the course of the rest of the month, they will notice how bots work and can identify any in-use problems or limitations. These deep dives can also teach them how to spot other automation opportunities between sprints in their daily work. RPA consists of software robots or bots that represent a pattern of reusable automations for tasks and processes. Bots mimic some of the functions humans typically do, such as reading and screen in one application, copying the appropriate text, and then pasting it into another application. IT teams can use RPA platforms to create, monitor, manage, reuse, and secure bots and their activities. The simplest bots capture the raw human workflow and mimic it. The basic bot serves as a kind of template which a bot developer can refine to create a stronger bot that is less likely to break if a screen on an app changes slightly. RP can also complement other technologies for automation and integration. IT teams can sometimes use low code, no code platforms to create lightweight automations that are implemented as code. They can also use API management platforms or integration platforms as a service to facilitate direct integrations that work much faster than RPA. However, RPA has an advantage in that it can access any application that a human can, which is not always possible or easy with these other technologies. To understand how RPA is used in real world, here is a look at 9 use cases for accounting and finance. Alright guys, so the first use case is automating governance. Comparing account balances between systems is critical but often tedious function. One of the biggest gains you can have from RPA is to improve journal entry and subsequent financial account reconciliations. These processes are uh, compliance bound, time consuming, and involved disparate processes across organization. Reconciling accounts. So we at School of RPA do not see RPA as a way to patch holes in an old ERP or extend the life of ERP beyond what's beneficial to the company. We see RPA as a valuable tool for generating business value, but not a tool for IT to use to support outdated technology. Organizations should finally evaluate whether their ERP systems continue to serve business needs or whether it's holding them back before they move forward with RP deployment to ensure they are making the best decisions for their short-term, mid-term, and long-term objectives. Processing invoices. Invoice processing is another promising RPA use case. Accounts payable team processes are considerable volume of paper invoices each month and is responsible for recording vendor invoices for subsequent payment. Issue comes in the form of multiple invoice formats, a range in the quality of scanned image invoices, and the use of multiple languages. The company used combination of OCR and machine learning models from WorkFusion or any other RP tool to mitigate image format and quality challenges. OCR can help in digitizing the invoice image into a consistent text format. Machine learning can then be used. Historical rules should determine how invoice field map should be mapped to finance applications. Purchase order often comes in a variety of formats that vary widely depending on the source. As with invoice processing, OCR can help read paper documents and machine learning can help map data from documents into system of record. An RPA bot can process received input in multiple formats, validate the completeness of the data input, and set up the PO shopping cart in SAP or on the ERP and submit a request for approval. Remedying discrepancies. Once a bad data enters the enterprise data ecosystem, it can quickly spread to multiple systems and data repositories. This can result in significant downstream data cleaning and correction work. With RPA, we can come to automate this process quickly and effectively by scanning data, finding issues, and then bringing them to a team member's attention for review. Finally, once the correct data is identified, a bot can programmatically correct the data issue across all impacted systems. For example, we can use RPA to identify discrepancies between ERP system and company's reporting tool. The bot evaluates the discrepancy and uses various tools to determine if the issue comes from error with the source data or the reporting repository. The resulting decision is flagged for review and approved by team's member. Once the team member approves the changes, the bot makes the changes in appropriate system, and this can increase data quality across all systems involved. Processing cash data. Cash applications is a critical function in accounts receivable process. Applying the right payment to the right account and invoice is a process that includes multiple ways to introduce errors. The cash application team processes a huge volume of payments from customers in multiple countries. This process often starts with the bank statement that needs to be rendered in an appropriate format and copied to the accounts receivable application for a given department or a group. RPA automates the process of reading the bank statement and copying the data to appropriate fields in the accounts receivable application. Challenges that include in this kind of a scenario, challenges include varying bank statement formats, multiple languages, and missing information that compounds the work of accounts receivable analyst. RPA workflows that uses fuzzy logic to improve data identification and machine learning to avoid repetitive previous posting errors can drastically improve accuracy of cash application and substantially reduce processing time. Ensuring vendor contract compliance. Making sure that the suppliers are adhering to the agreed upon terms is critical to compliance, and this is another promising area where RPA can be used. As an example, contract compliance team is using RPA to help automate many processes involved in ensuring adherence to vendor contracts. This activity is highly manual, cumbersome, and fatiguing. RPA bots can scan through contracts and purchase orders and use natural language processing to extract key information such as discounts, rebates, penalty clauses. The bots can then compare this information with information from ERP system on actuals to identify the gaps and highlight discrepancies. The use of RPA can significantly reduce the manual effort previously involved in the process. Reporting profit and loss. Profit and loss reporting is another use case for RPA. Many enterprises use RPA to automate PLN reporting, particularly in companies that need to provide daily reports to management. RPA can greatly reduce quantity of manual, repetitive, and time-consuming tasks performed by finance experts. So they can focus on more valuable activities such as PLN reporting. Many firms cut processes time significantly and improve earlier access to reports with much higher accuracy. Managing data across multiple systems. Finance teams often need to manage data residing in multiple systems. RPA can help improve the data management across these systems, while also enforcing business rules associated with movement of this data. IT teams can build a RPA finance automation to trigger on certain events in the system, or bots can be run at specific times when it's necessary to complete a process. For example, we can use RPA to automate back office processes related to financial assets for customer based on official legal requests made by executors. This made it easier to kick off one process and could access various databases and freeze relevant accounts across various accounts and two different core banking systems with minimal team member interaction. People can then focus on more judgment-oriented tasks such as reviewing and validating data being updated. Guys, thank you for watching our video. And if you want to learn RPA, if you are a finance and accounts professional who wants to learn RPA, call us today and opt for a free career consultation. We offer RPA courses for professionals at all career levels. Now, it doesn't matter where in India or abroad you are. We have online instructor-led training. We have if you have an unpredictable schedule, no worries. We have a flexible timing that can be adjusted as per your convenience. If you are from non-technical background like finance and accounts, no worries. We have relevant courses for you too. And don't worry if you feel you are very old. We have RPA courses for senior managers too. Thank you again for watching our video and subscribe to our channel by clicking and click on bell icon to watch our upcoming videos.